What's up, everybody? Hello, Twitch, hello, YouTube, and we are back again for this Saturday edition of Last Epoch. Shuffle the playlist. All right, guys, here we are. 1,000 plus corruption. Let's see how well we do. I'm slow. Hey, what up, Zaccheaus? How's it going? $1,099. Like a champ? Yeah. I haven't played LE in a while. How is it? Slump or peak? Like, the game is good, but I think LE is going through a bit of a slump. As for the season, I think the season's pretty good. I mean, LE, there were some bugs at the beginning of the season, I think, that were kind of detrimental. They got fixed. LE's probably in one of the best states it's ever been in. But it's just not as many people playing it. You know what I'm saying? Cough time then? Yeah, definitely cough time. You're not going to find much in Merchant's Guild. I've actually had a number of people like jump into the chat and tell me that they're switching from Merchant's Guild to Circle of Fortune because you're not making any sales. I'm sure there's people still playing Merchant's Guild, but there's just not as much there. Oh. Though I will say this, from what I've seen, from what people have been telling me, the game's screwed up. So we're going back in. What people have told me, it's a buyer's market. Like, you can buy a red ring for like 300,000. You can buy, Uber Aberoth uniques for like, you could be playing Circle of Fortune, switch over to Merchant's Guild, use a black market token, buy one of these things, and you're good. Yeah. Yeah, so the people who are playing Merchant's Guild, they're just trying to get sales at this point. And I think another thing that's leading to it is I feel like the devs aren't saying as much as they have in the past ever since the Crafton announcement. How long has this cycle lasted? It started late August. So, you know, it's, you know, a month and a half, 2 months in. It was like August 23rd or something. Oh. Yeah, so... Oh boy, where do I start? Okay, yeah. I'll say, let me start at the beginning, Zakis. So, yeah, man, you're gonna be in for a ride on this one. Actually, I want to like we're turning off the music. Like, hold up. So, it all started season 2 going well, and then like about halfway through season 2, it's announced that the CT server is being shut down. No more people are testing the game. We're like, it seemed like it came out of nowhere. And we're like, oh, okay. All right, yeah. And then we're waiting for the trailer, because they teased the next season, but they hadn't dropped a trailer telling us about it, and it was taking a while. About season 3. And then like it was back in July, because I was getting ready to go down to Long Beach. And it was announced that Crafton bought 11th Hour Games. Crafton is a publisher. They own like PUBG and Subnautica. You might have seen their name in the news, particularly when it comes to Subnautica. And then ever since then, I just feel like communication hasn't been what it was before. Like, I don't know if EHG is having to run everything through Crafton now, but yeah, Crafton owns EHG, and I feel like there's not as much communication as there was before. There was supposed to be a roadmap that hasn't come out yet because the other roadmaps that are out are horribly outdated. Yeah, I just feel like there's just not as much communication. And then Crafton the other day announced that they're going to be an AI first company. I don't know what kind of implications that has on EHG, but like the Friday night, the Friday live streams are still happening, but there's not much discussion going on there. I don't know. Like, it doesn't feel like, I feel like they just kind of talk about hypotheticals and stuff. There isn't really a lot of news. The teasers are very minimal. So yeah. Now you're all caught up, Zakis. Yeah, I suspect that all information's being run through Crafton. But here's some good things we've gotten so far from the acquisition. I don't want to sound doom and gloom. Right? I don't think there's as much communication as there was before. That kind of sucks, but oh well. Some good things is they announced that the game is coming to PS5, which is something we wanted, a console release. So having it come to PS5, I think is cool. Hey, what up, Richard? So the game's coming to PS5 now. There's going to be an expansion coming out. That's been kind of controversial because they haven't said whether or not, if it's going to be a paid expansion, if it's going to be like what's the deal with the expansion. One of the things they said early on, EHG said early on, in the last Epoch's life cycle, is there would be no paid content. Well, they've been bought out now, so visions change, I suppose. We don't know if it's going to cost anything. We hardly know anything about it. There was some confusion around there. Been a while since I hopped on LE. For real? Yeah, it has been a while, Rich. Or at least it's been a while since I've seen you in the chat, but I remember you came in and told me around season launch. Rich, you told me around season launch that you weren't liking this particular season because everything was just kind of one-shotting you. Well, it turns out, Rich, that was a bug. One-shots coming out of nowhere all the time, that was a bug that wasn't disclosed. We found out about the bug through a reply to someone's post on Reddit from an EHG staff member who said they were working on a patch fix, and it's been patched. But that's something that I was pretty, fiery about. Like, that they should have come out and said something about that, because people were thinking it was a feature of the game, man. Last time I played was at the start of the Spider Cycle. Guess that was a long time ago. That was back in April. So not terribly long ago, but yeah, that was the start of season 2. Yeah, I was saying that to Zakis, because Zakis was not aware of everything that's happened to last Epoch. So I was having to explain all that, and I just, I feel like the communication's not the same because it feels like they have to kind of run everything through Crafton. Any news on the completion of the campaign? With this season, they released a new chapter for it. So with season 3, they released a new chapter. So there's now chapter 10 in the game, but it's not finished. Yeah, log in, man. A lot of I don't have an answer for you on that. Yeah, no. And I feel like it's because they gotta be careful about what they say. Oh, frick. I was almost there. 2%. And then he hit me for 4,468 damage. I have 4,434. Bah. Too many execs in the loop? That's what it feels like. Yeah. So, Zakis, you're probably not aware, but with this season, season 3, they introduced a new mechanic where you can, like, lack of a better term, you can fight these things called primordial beasts, and you can get these new items called primordial uniques. You can only wear one, but they can be pretty powerful. There's also T8 affixes in the game now. All right, there's T8 affixes in the game. So this doctor, what's good, man? Yeah, Axe is going well. Yeah, T8's in the game, but it's the same thing as the primordial uniques. You can only have one item with either a T8 affix or a primordial unique. And T8 affixes cannot be put on the regular uniques. So it's been a great season for builders, people who like to do different builds. I think I've done like two Rive builds this season already. Just trying out different uniques that are in the game now. Pretty powerful with it. Some of them I'm like, really guys, this is a primordial unique, so not all of them are created equal in my opinion. What's the meta like now? Pretty much anything Beastmaster. They got some updates, and Beastmaster is pretty freaking strong right now. The minions got a pretty large buff, and I feel like I'm playing Sentinel, which is still pretty strong. They didn't really get much in the way of nerfs, but I just feel like the minions are just super strong. So, and Beastmaster benefited greatly from that. Sentinel's still pretty strong. Falconer is still pretty strong, even with a couple nerfs that they caught. So here's a few of the... how many points? I put 2 points because I wanted it to grow faster, and I wanted the damage to ramp up faster. And then I have enough mana regen that I could do it in bursts. Right? I could do it in bursts and keep up with it, along with, just the normal mana gain stuff. I can hold this down for a while. Normally, whatever I'm fighting is pretty much dead by that point, right? So, I can really, I can bring the pain pretty fast with this thing. Because I was doing it with the 1 point and it was fine, but I just felt like it took forever to ramp up, so I put 2 points. Oh. I just wanted to get to that threshold faster. You play Spinny Vinny. Do you have to play the Shadow Mastery, or are there a build for other masteries? I mean, this is the one I'm playing right now. I'm sure there's other builds out there. I'm sure there's other Warpath builds out there. I think you could probably do like an Ignite build with this using Warpath, because you can do a lot of damage with this. Convert it into fire. So you use Warpath to apply ignites. You can probably do that. It doesn't have to be all Void Knight. How are Locks and Fisher? They seem to be fine. I've heard some complaints that I don't know if they're complaints, but it feels like they're not as strong as they used to be, especially back in cycle 1.1. And then with all the the new minion stuff, I feel like if you're playing an acolyte, you're probably playing a necromancer or a lich. Lich got a rework. I think Lich is okay. It still seems to struggle early on, though. Like people recommend that you level with like a Necromancer or a Warlock, and then switch to Lich, because it's not fun early. I haven't played any any acolytes in a while. Now I think I'm gonna change Void Cleave again. I liked how it felt going through monoliths. Yeah, I felt like Void Cleave did really well going through monoliths when you can crit and gain mana back on crit. That felt really cool, because you can, go through a big group of enemies, like 15, hit a crit, and you get back 4 mana per enemy hit. Like right now, the way I have it set up Oh no, the way I have Void Cleave set up right now is it does pretty good damage because we're getting damage from momentum and we're getting the damage from entropic blows, but we only get the damage from entropic blows if the target already has Time Rot, and when I'm using this to traverse through areas, the enemies don't have Time Rot on them, so I'm not. This is only really good against bosses in terms of damage. I think it'd be better to come over here, take Champion of the Void, and get the mana back on crit. I try to build with Volcanus Warpath. Well, the visuals are pretty, but the damage felt low. Yeah, I heard that. I mean, I haven't used Volcanus since the beta, and it doesn't really look like much has changed.
What's up, bitches?
Fire Warpath just doesn't work. I've tried every season. Understood. Man of Culture, yeah. When was the last time I played Fire Warpath? Was it in Season 2? Oh, hey, what's up, YouTube? Thank you for the likes. I have a build guide. On the channel where I played Fire Warpath. It must have been back on Cycle 1.1. Yeah, I haven't played it in a while. Fire Warpath. Yeah, I last did it December 30th, 2024. So cycle 1.1. Yeah. It just falls off so fast to whereas VK just keeps ramping. Maxwell still a reputable source, or are there new places? Zakis, the website I contribute to is actionrpg.com. I think Maxwell is just fine. I think Maxwell is just fine. I'll even go check out their builds every once in a while, but Action RPG was started by Aaron Action RPG, and he's been working on getting some Last Epoch creators on there, and we've been working on some builds. Season 4, I think we're gonna have a pretty good launch. Well, it's already launched right now, but it's in beta. I don't know when it's gonna officially launch, but I think Season 4 is gonna be pretty good for Last Epoch content. Right now, I got a couple builds on there for Season 4. I'm gonna try and have a few more on there. Right now, I got 2 builds on there. The next build we're going to be working on is a potential update to Electrified Javelin. I did a planner for actionrpg.com for Season 3, but I haven't actually played it, so I want to get a nice updated video and everything for it, see how it works. So that'll be the next build we're working on. Hey, what up, Squid? Not only that, but Action RPG website has good and fun builds. This is true. Max roll only has top meta and some very limited other builds. Not like I'm not here to bash. Obviously, some would see Max roll as a competitor to the website I contribute to. So I don't want to bash them or anything, but I do feel like some of the builds are just like you need everything for it to work. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you just want something a little bit simpler. Have I tried Paladin this season? Yes. I played a Smite build. I started off with I started the season with Bleed Hammers. I used the new Primordial Unique Carry-On. What is it called? Carry-On of Creation. That was fun. We pushed that one to 1,000 Corruption. It was a good build. What else have I played on Paladin? It's not just those two builds, right? Maybe just those two builds. So yeah, this will be my third. This will be my third build for Paladin. Well, I mean, my last build had double red ring, but yeah, I get your point. I'm hoping in the future we can have like a couple tabs on Action RPG. Be like, yo, here's what I use. You're like, here's a good one. Here's an aspirational build. Here's a, you know, that sort of thing. I think that would be cool to add in there. But I'm 2 months into the season. Sure. You mean as like a season starter? Here's your season starter. First, you're going to want double red ring. Bleeding, hammer throw, paladin. Yeah, that's what I started the season with. Oh, Aaron confirmed that. Okay. Okay. He told me privately that they were working on it, but I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to, you know, take the wind out of his sails on that. Not bashing, but ARPG has lots of builds, just facts. This is true. How you doing today, Squid? Have I ever played auto-procking? No, I actually have not. Auto-procking Abyssal Echoes, I have not. I think the only room I would have for it would be dropping Void Cleave. But I just like Void Cleave to get out of situations in a pinch. Yeah, I would have to drop Cleave for it. Which, I mean, Cleave at this point, it generates some mana for us, but it's not like, oh no, the build is busted. We could use Abyssal Echoes. I guess the good thing about that is we could actually use Void Cleave to proc. Not Void Cleave. We could use Abyssal Echoes to proc Abyssal Tendrils, and we would get a Time Rod chance. It's fun if you have a lot of regen and can get a Shadow Worlds and are at like 140% movement speed and you really don't need traversal. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that if you got constantly have haste. I mean, not that it would be optimal, but I suppose you can sort of achieve Shadow Worlds-esque with what's the name of that chess piece? Wings of Argentus. You can do like Wings of Argentus, get the 20% damage reduction while moving, and then you have a chance to proc haste on hit. Now the thing about that though is Wings of Argentus, you can get 1 LP on it, but trying to get 2 LP, and then you're not going to have any health that you would get from Titanheart. I just feel like Titanheart's better. And like you said, if you get a Shattered Worlds, then why would you use Wings of Argentus? I mean, 20% damage reduction is cool, but everything you get from Titanheart is just way better. First one ever? Yeah. 1 LP is doable, but it's still not the most common item. Hey, what's up, Trigger? Hey, it was just some good games earlier, man. We were playing Hunt Showdown.
You serious?
Just getting one in general, yeah. I don't think I've never really had a problem getting my hands on one. It's because it's a boss job. Wings of Argentus? Or are we talking about Shadow Worlds? Wings, okay. Oh, you never farm that boss? True. I don't farm that boss either. Well, it's been fun catching you. See it. Catch you later, Zakis. Shadow Worlds were super cheap this season at MG. I bought a 1 LP for 350k. Slam T7 crit multi. Called it a day. Hey man, dude, that's what I'm talking about. That's what makes it tempting for me to want to go just like switch a character over to MG, use a black market token, and pick up something nice. Okay, I could use this Titan Heart. No. Couldn't use this. So I could use my idols. Yeah, it kind of that kind of defeats the whole purpose of being ranked up in Merchant's Guild. Like if they fall like shards or runes or whatever, then like yeah. They're kind of at a juxtaposition. Like tokens are useless. Tokens makes feeling like leveling is useless for Merchant's Guild, or you get leveled in Merchant's Guild and then the tokens are useless. Wish you could trade them for like favor or gold. Now there's an idea. Do I have any as rolls? I probably don't. Oh. No, I don't. Cool. I've never used that item in a build. Chizzy, have you done the collapsing horizon strat? Instead of having to farm Lagon directly, you throw, you use that Woven Echo, you fight the Harbinger in an arena, not on that tiny strip of land, and then she has a chance to drop everything that draws from the timeline. Yeah, give it a shot. Tell me what you think. Hopefully it's better than, like the whole Lagon farm, man. Oh, woof. Nice. Yeah, nice. Now the build's doing this level of corruption like nice. I should chat. I have the opportunity. Let me rephrase that. I have the opportunity to do the funniest thing. Lower the corruption by 30. Nice. Oh, man. There I go yawning again. Oh man, that's not a good sign. Harmony of the First. Okay. So one or two non-sealed affixes. I remember this spear was pretty controversial. They teased it before the season started. And it's like, yo, have you guys done the math? It's like, what are you talking about? Hey, Joe, what's up, bro? Excuse me. Nope, it's not worth taking critical strike avoidance. Make it rain. What you been up to today, Joe? Sure. Take the woven flesh. Okay, here we go. Do we have any Havocs? We got one. I feel like I'm going to get so freaking trolled. There's nothing I can do. Except get lucky with a Rune of Removal on Strength. It's dead. Oh. I want to wake. I want to make my way up here. We could also do this. I want to wake my way up there. Like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Come on. Oh, come on. Let's go. Oh, yeah, let's get out of here. Oh, cool. No, I want this. Oh, because it's the double T6. I was like, wait, what? What's happening? Now we can go. Oh, well. Let's kill this guy first. Hey, yo, Chizzy, how's the farming coming along? Let's go. Just cleanse my map modifiers. Now we go. Best of luck to you. Oh, man. I got a little bit of coffee right here. Does the body good. First run and you got it, yo. That's what I'm talking about. Do the other ones. Try and get a couple for the turtle. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Oh, for sure. For sure. Ward per second. Yeah, oh, thanks. Aaron's raiding builds looking pretty fun. That's what I'm talking about. Music is up on the site now. Awesome. I'll save it. +4 to. Let's check this out, bro. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. You guys rock. Oh, music. Where is it? I click on it. It just takes me to the home page. Oh, here it is. Bro, do I have permission to play a couple of these? Since you are technically... Yeah, okay.
I click the stream, what do I see? No mobs in sight, just loot on screen. Scrolling tabs like it's your fate. New gloves drop, you hesitate. Compare it all, recheck your build. Still wear the same boots, pure cope, not scared.
clearly not me. What about Circle of Fortune?
Burn through maps, no end in sight. Another echo, another fight. Prophecies lie, they're dressed up nice, selling hope at a gambler's price. I roll the dice, I chant the lines, stacking luck like it's divine. But the stars just shrug at me while I chase that rarity. Told myself it's fate, but I'm circling the drain. I keep playing brave, but it's always the same. This is circle of fortune, feels like a cycle of futility. Every lead's another ghost, every drop's just a possibility. I've been chasing that spark in the dark, like a fool with a need for clarity. This is circle of fortune, but it's pulling me beautifully. I've memorized the drop tables, wrote my luck in twists.
His bike song for sure. I'm like, I feel attacked, dude. I feel attacked with that one, man. Very nice, bro. Very nice. The cough players are like, yo, wait, what? I'm like, nothing's happening. It's a possessed Rift Beast. Oh, Lord. All right, what do we got here? Oh, this is the last lineage. I guess skill level shards. Those are just so boring. Those are so freaking boring, man. All right, let's keep it going. Okay, so let's think about I'm just trying to think about like the perfect slams. Are the boots that I was trying to slam up here? Yeah, this is it. I got 1 Havoc, chat, and 20 forging potential. This is probably just a failure anyway, but can we get this to go over here and that stay there? I mean, at this point, I mean, at this freaking point, man, like, what's the point? Hybrid health. I mean, armor's not bad. It's just I don't feel great about this one. Okay, so far here's the candidates for boots. So we have a great one with strength, but we also got double health. This one we got movement speed, vitality, which is what we need, armor, and then health. At this point, I would probably rather use this one, because even if I get the strength, I mean 4% armor per point of strength, that one's not too bad. Yeah, at this point, I just need Havocs to really make this build work. This is the last day of this build. I think I would rather... I mean, like, this has greater potential for health. T7 flat health is nice, but this is just a W. 100% just a W, so... I'm going to lock it in because I don't have any Havocs. All right, guys. Because I would like to use the item for at least a little bit. I don't want to like slam it and be like, all right, guys, that's the build. All right, let's get it. Slams with bike incoming. Welcome back to another episode of Slams with Bike. We have this 3LP Army of Skin. Very nice rolls. Very excited about this one. So I wanted to make sure I had a good pair of boots to slam with it. I was thinking about slamming these. These are okay. I am playing a Void Knight build, but I think we're going to go with this. Anything we get on there, we're going to lock in movement speed. Anything we get on there is going to be a W. So let's see how much of a W. Let's lock in the movement speed, and it's done. We did it. Let's see. Kind of sucks that we missed the T7, but we got double health, so it's still a W. It's still a dub. This has been Slams with Bike. I know with like most builds where I miss the double T7 slam, I'm usually like, oh no. This one was kind of like, huh, okay. Whereas if it happened with this, oh God. Yeah, so I'll take it. Let's see, what does my health go up to? 400 effective health? Holy moly. Yeah, we lost a little bit of movement speed, but that's okay. Oh. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It would have been nice. Absolutely would have been nice, but it's not like, oh, the build's dead now. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I would have preferred to have gotten T7 strength instead of one of the T5 health rolls. Because it was an okay hybrid health roll, kind of low. A mid-tier flat health roll. So T7 strength instead of like one of those health rolls would have been cool. The armor particularly would have been nice. Yeah, at this point it's just mid-maxing. Excuse me. Whew. Primal knowledge. Cool. Hopefully we can get a decent. Hopefully we can get what am I trying to say? Hopefully we can get LP on here. Oh, I'll be right back, chat. Perfect would have been strength and hybrid health. I have to agree with you on that.
And then turn her over and bang up the butt. And this is where you need a small knob. Imagine you're holding a tennis racket or a little whisk.
A little whisk. Just find a 4 LP. Right. I'll get to work on that. Sup, Bike? How you doing today? I'm doing all right, man. What are you up to today, Cricky? Cricky? Ah! Good to hear. A weekend finally playing RV there yet. Really fun game. Did I tell you I found a 4 LP Peak of the Mountain while forming boots and turned it into one of the most godly leveling helmets ever? I feel like I remember you saying you did find a 4 LP Peak while looking for boots, but you never told me what you did with it. So I'm glad to hear that it got turned into a godly item. Man, critical strike chance, critical strike multiplier is fine, but I want Echo. Run it again, CJ. Sorry for the yawns, guys. Yeah, what did you do with it, Chizzy? Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I appreciate it. Oh. Come play this game. It's amazing. No, I'm sorry, guys. I love Last Epoch. You guys would like Last Epoch if you've never played before. It was just a long week for me. Oh, nasty. Oh, wow. Dude, I got Spirit Barrage. Dude, man, I got nuked. It's actually... Void Pen. This is my new amulet, guys. No. Good lord. Mainly play intelligence builds. Makes sense. So, especially if you're playing intelligence builds, you'll have you got something that will fit a lot of different builds. Oh, there you go. How many more in it? Oh, okay. Probably a whole nest of enemies right over here. Yep. It became the Sunforged Curse. I hit the button. Golly. 3 LP peaks are really common. I have 2 more. Yeah, I've gotten 3 LP peaks before. I don't think I've ever seen a 4 LP though. That 275% crit chance at level 12 is just nasty. Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Feels good, baby. Feels good. I wasn't even like, I just threw these down for the heck of it. Ugh. So I got this 2 LP right here. This one's fine. 2 LP. This is 1 LP. 1 LP. I think it's the fact that this one, even though it doesn't have the greatest flat melee void damage roll, it's got good increased health. Now the .2, the 0.2% critical strike chance for melee attacks, that's going to be a little hard. That's going to be a little rough because you can only get a max of 0.3 now. It used to go up to 0.5 before the nerf. So yeah, might have to try and put some critical strike chance, melee critical strike chance on here. Use this for a, I'm thinking, use this for a, like an Erasing Strike build. Yeah, the Void Bonk builds, right. It's still good, but it probably got some rightful nerfs. It was everywhere. Like, I don't know how to feel about this item, Wings of Discord. 27% less damage taken. That's pretty freaking good from the first hit. Oh. So if you're fighting Uber Aberoth, you take the first hit, you reduce it, and then... You're fighting Uber Aberoth, you take the first hit from him, and then you all other damage reductions gone. Yeah, it got a pretty big nerf, but it's still viable. I would agree. The mana crit nerf was, I think, justified. For the most part, it's still the same, except for that. Perry had a ridiculous build with it, I can imagine. So 100% increase effect of stats on your non-unique idols that are a different shape to all other equipped non-unique idols. Well, how do they determine which ones get the 100% buff? Or, yeah, like, I'm guessing It looks like you get 100% buff, but if you have a duplicate of the same idol type, like, do you get no buff whatsoever? Or do you get a buff for an idol? Like if you have a duplicate, does it just choose one for you to get 100% increase? And then you get some flat critical strike chance. You get some dodge. Like, like, I don't like this. Yeah, okay, so if you have a duplicate, none of those idols get a buff. So these three would get a buff because they're different from the other ones. These would not get a buff whatsoever. I mean, I think this is kind of garbage tier. Yeah, that was like garbage tier Primal unique. It's like, with all the Primals that have been introduced, like, that one seemed pretty lackluster. The damage reduction, if they had lowered the damage reduction but made it last for, like, maybe gave it a minute, like, but oh no, it only applies to the first hit. The first hit you take. And then the 100% increase effective stats on your non-unique idols that are a different shape to all other equipped non-unique idols. The non-unique idols make sense because if you're like, just so we're clear, like, you know, Throne of Ambition, you typically don't have, like, there's no point in running two of these, right? So if you have this in here and then you're running that, running that chess piece, and if it didn't say non-unique idols, then yeah, this would be nutty. Land before 100% increased effect, right. So, well, though this only really works with the helmet. You could run these Hegemony, Trinity of Flames, 100% increased effect. I don't know about that, but yeah, I don't think I've seen a single build running one of these. Hold up. Thanks for the likes over on YouTube. Hold up. So let's go over to Last Epoch Tools right now. I'm going to look up builds. And I think you could search for builds with items. It doesn't look like you could search. It just looks like you can scroll through and see how many builds, like, Salt the Wound. Let me click on Salt the Wound. They showed a build from Season 0. This is false. From beta, this is false. I've uploaded builds to this site that use Salt the Wound. Oh geez, the last 3 builds on Last Epoch Tools: Air in Action RPG, Babbling Bike, Air in Action RPG. It's just, golly. Hey, we out here. We're blasting. We're grinding. The ring that is the set wildcard is nice. The Raiden build uses it, and getting that set bonus in skill levels and attributes and res. It's a good item. Some some of the primordials are like they got high one night and started writing stuff. Yeah, like Thicket of Blinding Light at first seems kind of dumb, but then you realize this thing is just nutty when you do a full reflect build. Astral is freaking nuts. Like, look at this. Hold up. Oh, it's probably here. What happened to Astral? I had a slammed Astral. Okay, but yeah, let's take this off. Now this isn't even slammed. Now, it's not as good because I'm leeching health, but, I mean... Still, like, another 2,000 ward on top, thanks. Look, I just took off 2 key pieces of gear for my build. Slap this thing on there. We're still doing it, chat. This is still 1,000 corruption. I lost 6 points out of Warpath. To show you guys how much of a meme this is. I have no glove slots on. Yeah, dude, Astral's just good. Astral's just good, all right, man? Look, I was able to take off these 2 key pieces of gear. I lost all this melee attack speed, mana. I lost the +4 to Warpath, which is actually +6 because of Primal. Slapped on Astral with no slams, cleared an Echo. At 1,000 corruption. I know, right? That was no gloves. Yes. That was no gloves. And Astral. And -6 points to Warpath. Yeah, wait. I'm gonna get me a couple of those. And technically I'm making it harder for myself because I'm leeching back health. Yeah. It doesn't feel as good because obviously we're missing a number of key affixes, but this is just insane. You'll take the leech. 2K wars fine by you. Yeah. Yeah, that song could go away. What the frick is this? One of my older songs on here. Just splat. Void Skyfall. How about avoid skull? Avoid Skyfall. How about that? Here we go. We're running it again. Run it back, CJ. No. Oh, that's why. Look at my modifiers. Holy. This is my face after getting smushed. This is what happened to me. I got smushed. Yeah, but I don't know, like I mean, yeah, sure the modifiers are bad, but I got those modifiers running I got those modifiers while running with the Astral. I didn't even notice. Oh, excuse me. Drops rooms. Take it. All right, now let's try this again. And that's with 25% increase health. Homie just got Ginsu. It's the buzzsaw effect. Please don't hurt me. I'm alive? Ugh. Okay, there we go. I mean, this one's not too bad. All right, into the stash you go. Dang. Kaladin said, not today. Gotta learn to die. I'm guessing that isn't a red ring, but yeah, one of those. Because I also have a rule for red rings. Just out of curiosity. Nah, unfortunately. I mean, those rings can be good. Don't get me wrong. These can be good. Double T7. Oh, I didn't even notice, but... My red rings are bright red and make a different noise than anything else. Oh, right. No, you're being serious. Yeah, because you can use... Because you can customize the rules now with sound. Sound, shining, shakers, zap. I haven't messed around with any sounds. How many red rings have you found, Chizzy, this season? Okay, let's check this out. Okay, I don't see discover, but I see discovery. I got you. Nice. Sound like other game, right. But Discovery is like, whoa, what was that? The mothership has landed. None of my red rings are any good. I have a T5 intelligence. Yeah, and a T6 necrotic. I found 0 with LP this season. Yeah, they are pretty tricky to find with LP. Usinis. Well, this one's all right. Save it for some imprints. I don't know if this is considered super insane, but like this is super insane. Meanwhile, Woody Joe Nemesis 2 LP red rings this season and played for like 2 weeks. What a guy. He didn't go over to Path of Exile? Oh, right, because they came out right back to back. Ah, that's insane. Yeah, I'm hoping that this next season of Last Epoch has a little bit of clearance. May have only played a week. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I'm hoping this next season of Last Epoch has a little bit of clearance from Path of Exile. Chizzy, do you play Path of Exile? I don't know if I've ever heard you talk about it. PoE 2 is too slow. How long you been playing Path of Exile 1? Like, were you an early adopter? 2017? Oh, okay, yeah, you've been playing for a while. Awesome. Yeah, I played Path of Exile 1 for like I wasn't using a build guide or anything. I played it for a little while, not knowing a whole lot. And I just, like, some of the systems I just found kind of, yeah. I think right around Delve. Oh, okay, yeah. No. You've been playing, yeah, you've been playing for a while. Yeah, I couldn't really get into it. Now, granted, I think, when's the last time I played Path of Exile 1? Well, one thing about it is I went in, no guide, no Sherpa. Yeah, I last played it September 1st, 2023. And you want to know what happened? September 2nd, 2023, I played a little game called Last Epoch. But I only have 8 hours. I have 8.5 hours on Path of Exile, and most of that was me just trying to figure out what I was doing. Well, especially for something like Path of Exile, I kind of don't blame you, man. There was just a lot of systems in there. Like, I thought it was cool. I was having a good time, but I felt like some of the game's mechanics got in the way of itself. Like the whole, okay, it's time to upgrade your armor, and you're like, well, I really like my build, and in order to keep playing my build, I have to find a piece of armor with the same gem slots in it. And I was just like, I guess I have to play something else. And I'm like, this is annoying. I put all this work into these gems trying to get XP, and now I can't use them until I can find something. And people have told me, well, you could craft something. You can use these items. I'm like, huh? Oh. Fun fact about me as an ARPG guy, I have 0 minutes in any Diablo game. Really? I thought Diablo 2 was a bit of a masterpiece, not gonna lie. I could see where the inspiration came from. I really like Diablo 3. I played a lot of Diablo 3. But that was more nostalgic for me. I played Diablo 3 first, just so we're aware. Diablo 3 was more nostalgic for me because I picked it up and I was having a good time. I had just gotten a bonus at work, so I bought my friends all a copy of Diablo 3 as well, and the expansion. And we all, like, we would just spend our evenings just blasting dungeons and stuff. Diablo 2 was going to be your next game, but then you found PoE. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Diablo 2 is good. It's really good. I think I'd be willing to give Path of Exile another chance. I think what I would probably do is try and get a Sherpa. Is it a Sherpa? Yeah, it's a Sherpa, right? Try and get a guide, like somebody to give me some tips. Honestly, it'd probably be a lot easier because I could be like, yo, last Epoch noob playing Path of Exile, you know? Having everybody in the chat giving me tips. That could be a fun time. Path of Exile 2 was cool. It was slow, like you said, but that one I felt like I was having a better grasp on it. I felt like the game needed more time to cook. I was playing it on release. Also, I was having a lot of performance issues. Oh, the Path of Exile chat community loves telling people what to do. Okay, go in with an open mind. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I just decided I'm going to let him cook on PoE 2 and we'll try it again at full release. I just don't like slow RPGs. Got to zoomy zoom and blast. Yeah, see, you and I had the same idea. Just let him cook. Now, I'm probably going to go back and try out Path of Exile 2 sooner than release. Maybe even this current season, that league that's going on right now. Try it out a little bit. Probably not make it that far, but just see how the game feels. Try it out on like a random Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Just sit, kick back, stream the game for like 4 or 5 hours. See how it feels. See if it suits my fancy. I think one thing, and you know, maybe I need to grow up a little bit, but I couldn't use any swords, and I'm like, yo, these hammers are cool, but where's my swords? Where's my axes at? By far the best looking ARP. It looked really good. It looked really good. Oh, what hit me? Jeez, this is insane. Man, some of these modifiers. That's a rotten shame. Ooh, okay. Oh, that uses so much. Get lucky? Man. Man, that uses so much more fortune potential than I was expecting. Oh, nice. Potion! Please drop some potions! Oh! I didn't think they'd be doing that much damage. That was a lot of damage. Have you seen Godbreakers? No. What's it about? It's a roguelike, but it's multiplayer with classes and gear. Really? Really smooth combat. Yeah, it'd be cool to check out something else for a little while. I think I got like 2 more last Epoch builds I want to do. One for sure. I don't know about the other one. The other one I was thinking was doing like a void. Like a void build. Time rot build. But then after that, I might want to just spend some time checking out some other stuff. It depends, though. I can't, like, I find myself having a hard time staying away from last Epoch. Like, it's rough. Oh, let's check out what we posted. There's a demo. Whoa, this game just launched 2 days ago. Hold up. Yeah, I thought it looked familiar. See what happens. Right, yeah, no, I love like multiplayer roguelike, man. That sounds pretty cool. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, unfortunately, Saturdays I can't go as late. Is there anybody? Maple Tuna is streaming. I'm gonna send you guys over towards Maple. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Saturdays, I'm going to be starting earlier and ending around this time because I'm getting back into doing Uber on the weekends. So, yeah, thank you so much for being here, guys. I'll try and have a build guide on this out by Monday, and we'll go from there. I think I'm going to be working on some Electrify. Thank you so much for being here, guys, and hopefully I catch you in the next one. If you're over here on Twitch, say hi to Maple Tuna for us. Peace out. All right, YouTube, thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you so much for the likes. Yeah, I know, unfortunately, I just got to end it a little bit earlier on Saturdays. At least for right now. Maybe the future changes a little bit. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, guys, and you guys take care. Peace out.
Mm-hmm.